Matt is so gonna fire me. I have to fill the last slot for the woman behind the man feature. There's no reception anywhere.
Apologies, Maximista. Although it's not surprising that they have yet to build sow towers on Spoon Island. It doesn't quite go with the tenebrous ornamentation. Although I suppose if they put a gargoyle at the top of the tower, maybe...
Spinelli, can we focus, please? We need to find a gas can or a working phone. I can't believe we got off that sandbar, got the engine started, only to have an empty tank. Or was that the point?
Well, I mean, the good news is that we are on safe, dry land.
I don't want to be on safe, dry land. I want to be on that party boat. I have to seduce Matt into agreeing to do the woman behind the man feature to save my job. So you need to stop staring at haunted mansions and get me out to that yacht. Before Elizabeth seals the deal with my boyfriend. Trapped together in that warehouse. Oh, and by the way, talk about a useless fellow hostage. I mean, I practically had to do all the escaping myself.
Aided by the jackal who you did credit with saving your life.
All Elizabeth did was sat there and snarked about how I don't understand Matt and I don't appreciate him, and he deserves so much better than me. Whatever.
Wouldn't that decision be up to Maximista's man friend?
There is no decision. Matt's already mine. He knows what I bring to the table. Look, I am the woman behind the man, the girlfriend behind the guy who's made huge medical strides doing whatever it is that he was doing to get published. None of this would have happened if he was with some desperate, clingy girl like Elizabeth. You know, I bet she expects her man to be with her every waking hour of the day. I gave Matt the space that he needed to get his research done. I mean, is it too much to ask for him to support me in return? I'm also doing him a huge favor by getting him on the pages of Crimson. I mean, seriously, who's gonna read some dusty old medical journal, well, other than dusty old doctors? Crimson will give him the exposure that he needs. I mean, this is Matt's big chance to get the fame that he deserves.
I mean, raise Maximista's profile as well.
Well, yes, there's that. But I mean, I spent a lot of time working for Kate and working for Crimson. I've earned it. I mean, I deserve this time in the spotlight. So, we need to get off this dark, depressing rock and get on to that yacht, okay? ASAP.
This place may not be as deserted as we think.
Of course it's deserted. Nicholas packed up and took his life to wherever, another casualty of Elizabeth's victim act. You know, I was with Matt before he was on the verge of his medical breakthrough. I mean, he was just a regular guy. I mean, he was a brain surgeon, of course, but who's counting? I mean, Elizabeth.
It's bad.
You know, of course Elizabeth wants to be with him now that he's a soon-to-be famous doctor. She just wants to latch on to his rising star. She probably thinks she never has to work another day in her life. So Elizabeth completely ruined Lucky's life and Nicholas's. Jason barely escaped. I am not going to let her trample all over Matt.
It's gone.
What's gone?
The presents.
Presents?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you talking about?
The light.
What light? I don't see a light.
It was there, but now it's gone. It was what I saw earlier floating along the shoreline before it disappeared, then reappeared, and then moved through the transom.
Okay, wait, are you trying to distract me or something because you're the one that stranded us here all alone?
Yes, I am guilty of stranding us, but now I'm quite convinced that we are not alone.
Trusted you when you decided to ditch the stump, which probably means the phones aren't working either. Awesome.
The jackal senses sadness and anger.
You think?
No, Maximus, not your anger. I mean, Prince Nicholas and the family Cassadine, I mean, they imprinted their emotions in these walls. Fair Emily died here.
Please don't remind me of that awful, awful black and white ball from hell.
Evil forces here even before the Cassadines took ownership, drifting with the last light of their souls, searching for the door to final rest.
Okay, someone really needs to lay off the Stephen King novels.
My granny spoke of them, like Will-o'-the-Wisps,
Right.
and...
Spinelli, seriously, you need to stop. I don't care about the wisps or their will, and you're really starting to freak me out here, okay? We need to focus on gasoline and phone services, not some ghost stories from your grandma. There's obviously nobody here to help us. Did you hear that?
We are not alone.
No, the catch on the door, bookcase, whatever. It's probably broken. There's no ghost here, Spinelli. This place just needs a carpenter. We're all alone here. Unlike Matt, he's probably got Elizabeth crawling all over him right now. We're wasting time.
It's almost an invitation.
It's almost almost like you're seeing what you want to see, and I know why. You're trying to distract me into solving some non-existent mystery so that I'll get distracted and we'll never make it out to that boat. I mean, this is not the time to make another attempt at romance.
Are you saying that there would be an opportune time to present the possibility of...
No. Sorry. I'm not trying to hurt you. I never want to hurt you again. Look, I know that you're focusing on me as some project because you read somewhere that the best way to get your cyber mojo back is to focus on something else, and that's fine. I'm really happy to help you, but we've already done the romance thing. Spinelli, it just doesn't work out.
True. But that was a previous version of me. I feel like I've been upgraded, if you will. And this Jackal 2.0 is far more passionate and more heroic than the prior installation. This man before you is different. And in ways even I have yet to comprehend. I'm looking for paths of expression, of a challenge, of expertise, in hopes that possibly going back or possibly not going back to the cyber wizardry of before.
What do you mean, possibly not? I mean, are you saying that you don't want to be who you were?
Perhaps we go in. Maybe we find the light. Maybe I can prove that I wasn't making up what I saw. And I guess, yes, it would be a prime opportunity to showcase Jackal 2.0's newfound bravery.
Spinelli, just don't. Please?
The possibility of another great adventure.
Time, a party, no means to get there, a drunk mother of three, going for number 4 with my boyfriend. You need me to go on? I mean, who knows where that tunnel leads, or how far it goes, or how long it would take us to get there. God, I'm so over it, Spinelli. I don't have time, and I'm not in the mood for another sewer debacle.
It does appear to be above ground.
Well, yeah, I mean, this part of it maybe, but for all we know, it could lead straight down to hell, and since I'm headed there anyway, I think I'd probably like to delay my visit. We need to focus. Gas. Garden shed behind the kitchen. And no more talk about floating lights unless they're floating on the water and they're a party boat. Now let's go.
This should do the trick. Probably just enough to get us where we need to go.
Which would be to the party boat, right? It better be. I can only imagine what that skank Elizabeth's up to right about now.
Do you desire me to go on board as well?
Oh, no, you can just drop me off and then go home. But thanks. I really appreciate it. It was really sweet of you.
So maybe another time?
Maybe. And only maybe. And only if you get me back to the party boat and you stop talking about wispy things and lights and evil forces.